Hello and welcome to the Star Citizen News, each week bringing you the latest in Star Citizen news, as well as a roundup of what's been happening in the community. Today is Saturday the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July Day for those that it is relevant to. And today's headlines: Genesis Starliner questions and answers, Reddit troubles, and the weekly FPS update. The Genesis Starliner is still on sale until Monday the 6th, and some official questions and answers have been released on the ship. These detail a few interesting answers to some of the questions about the Genesis, the passenger transport career, and some of the other uses for the Genesis Starliner's chassis. They are well worth a look even if you're not interested in getting the Genesis, as it gives you an insight to how some of the gameplay and mechanics may work. Some of the questions that have been answered are you able to operate and fly a Genesis solo? Yes you can. Too long didn't read kind of version there. There are also be some military variants of this ship, they're confirmed, and many more ships that can be geared to a Starliner type role that are not just the Genesis. So the Genesis is not going to be the only Starliner. You could convert like a 890 jump into more passengery than just a cruise ship. I suppose it's already a passenger ship-ish already, but you'll be able to change lots of different ships into passenger ships. Reddit lockdown. The future of Reddit is uncertain after now ex-Reddit moderator Victoria, otherwise known as Shooter, was let go from her job there. The exact details are largely unknown still, so there may be a legitimate reason for this, but this has caused a large amount of Reddit groups to go private or into lockdown, in a mixture of protest for being poorly treated and some just in support of Victoria being fired, including briefly the Star Citizen Reddit, which went down for a few hours. There is now a headline post on the Star Citizen Reddit page, a summary of what is going on and the future of the community, with the too long didn't read version of that being, if things get nasty and they have to move off Reddit, they will take care of their Reddit users of the Star Citizen group. There will be somewhere for them to go and they will be well looked after. It must be stated that those guys do not get paid for moderating those groups, and I'm sure it takes a ton of their time. Thank you very much, Star Citizen mods. All of you, I know, so Jimmy and Tit, I don't know your names. I'm so sorry. I use your services and you guys do a great job. Thank you so much. The weekly FPS update. Every Friday, CIG will be posting a FPS update until the Star Marine module is released on the PTU. It details news on how the UIs, animations, audio, all that sort of jazz, and blockers to the release are all coming along. If you're interested, then it's well worth taking a look and taking a return look each week to see more of an update. It'll also give you a better insight when the actual first-person shooter module may be released. Although there is still no hard release date for the FPS module, it is currently in limbo. Though it must be stated that CIG really are getting all hands on deck to work on it, and it's not going to be indefinitely postponed. It will come out relatively soon. We're just not sure when soon TM is. But please check out the description below for more information on the FPS update or any of the other stories covered here. Notes from the verse. This is where I take a selection of little news chunks and other bits that I've seen on forums and stuff and regurgitate them directly onto your faces. The Merlin sneak peek. At the end of the recent Around the Verse, we got to see a little sneak peek of the Merlin being rendered in the actual CryEngine, which I'll be showing on screen here hopefully, but also this means that it is probably likely to be a flyable quite soon, so that should be quite exciting. I'm really looking forward to the Merlin. I really like the idea of the smaller fighters. I want to make as many ships as I can into mini pocket carriers because I just love that idea. I'm sure lots of people do, and I like the idea of lots of NPCs flying around, crappy little fighters or nippy little fighters or evasive things. I hope you can put loads of guns on them, or even just one big gun. I just wanted to talk briefly about DSR, or Dynamic Super Resolution. So I'll put some links in the description about how to do this and some more info about it. But basically, it's where you scale higher resolutions, such as 4K, and scale them down so they fit on like a 1080p monitor. And basically it just improves the image quality significantly. It's very, very pretty and beautiful, and it's amazing in Star Citizen to render stuff in 4K and then have it displayed on a 1080p monitor. It makes it look very, very nice. A little bit juddery, it's very performance consuming, but it's something we'll be doing a big video on because it is a really nice way to not having to upgrade your monitor to a 4K kind of rig. but getting a closer to 4K experience without having a 4K monitor, basically. It's not as perfect as true resolution stuff, but it does improve the image quality a lot. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got time for this week, but please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help me, and I will see you in the verse.